I don't know if that's like a parachute. That's what's left of the balloon.
Doug, if you can, just tell us a little bit about what you got here.
Well, this is a helium balloon that a group in Newmarket let go Saturday, and then mid-Saturday afternoon it ended up here in rural Port Hope, suspended up. I don't know if we want to say where we seen it suspended, but anyways, didn't know how they were going to get it down, so I just kind of kept an eye on it because it was right next to my property. And so on Sunday mid-afternoon, I noticed that it wasn't hanging suspended 100 feet up in the air or whatever. So I went over and retrieved it, and there's a number to call. So I called this group up and said they were quite happy to be able to actually recover it. And
So it flies, by what you said before, it flies to the edge of space?
it's what they call near space, 30 kilometers up with the helium balloon, and it's got cameras and all kinds of stuff on it. It's very cool. And they call it near space, but yeah.
And when you first saw it, I guess you were in your house, but you saw a few cars out front. You wondered what was going on.
Yeah, I seen. I guess they had tracked it to by my property, and so I wondered what they were all looking up at, and so I went up and talked to them. And yeah, it's quite a story behind it. So, anyways, they're coming this morning to pick it up, and
eventually it just fell from where it was, and that's where.
yeah. And I knew where it was suspended, and it was kind of in a wooded area, and so I went and looked, and it was down on the ground. I got a little broken up, but anyways, they'll be happy to get it back. So.
How many cameras here do you know?
I think there's.
Like I just see the one there.
I think there's 2 cameras. I think that's
Oh, I
maybe
see.
a camera too. And that picture inside this dome bit is kind of what they would see at 30 kilometers up the horizon, the curvature of the earth in dark space. That's very cool.
Yeah.
I think his name's Brad. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, so the thing did come off.
Yeah, it came.
Yeah, no, that's the first thing I wanted to check was the lens on it.
Oh yeah.
It looks like it survived, which is pretty amazing. This is the 3rd satellite that we've sent up into near space. The first record that we have over 100,000 feet. And it was special for 2 reasons, this flight. One, because we got donated a Insta360 camera from the folks who manufacture it. It's a camera that does a 360-degree sphere, and it has internal stabilizers and all kinds of crazy stuff. So we're going to get some amazing footage off that thing. More importantly, though, my son passed away early in October, and his ashes are on board the Satellite. So,
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
yeah.
He was involved, like, as I say, did he have a?
Yeah, Kyle was involved in the second satellite that went up, and he was involved in the Build Club, which is the sort of subsection within Newmarket that puts these things up into space.
I guess the big question is why?
Why?
Why Bill? Like, you know.
Well, the first one was just to prove we could do it. Then the second and third was, well, we had so much fun doing the first one. Let's do some more. And the concept here was that Kyle's ashes were supposed to be deployed up in the upper atmosphere, right? But that never happened because we couldn't find a delivery mechanism that would do that. So I think the next one, I think we're going to do it on May 24th, his birthday. We're going to send all his ashes up, and we're going to do something spectacular with them up there.
May I ask how Kyle passed?
Kyle had a condition called muscular dystrophy, and he was 27 years old, which is pretty old for muscular dystrophy kids. But he had a pulmonary embolism that filled his lungs with fluid, and that's how he passed.
You have a tracker on it?
Yes.
I take it, I guessing?
Yeah, GPS, and I'm not the tracker guy, but down here it's GPS. Up there it's something else entirely. And if you want, I can put the technical people on the phone with you, and they can answer those questions.
Pass. You found it on Saturday? Like, did you track it?
Yes, we tracked it all the way up and all the way down, and then when the recovery team came and saw it up in the hydro wires, we said, "Oh my goodness!" It was, I mean, just the dollar sign just started going ka-ching, ka-ching. We're going to have to call hydro. We're going to have to get them to get a helicopter. We're going to have to get a crane truck of some kind to get that thing down, and I guess. And the running joke was, of course, that Kyle was up there screwing with us.
So I mean, basically, and again, please correct me if I'm wrong, but I mean, basically, it's a fun thing.
Yes, it's a fun thing. The Newmarket is it's what's called a makerspace. I don't know if you're familiar with the term. It is it's a workshop for wood, metal, pottery, all kinds of extracurricular crafts, and it appeals to everybody from high school students, college students. We even have businesses running out of there. So this is part of the Build Club, which creates things like sending up satellites, things to do with electronics. We have one of the projects that the Build Club made a while back was a CNC, which is a computer-aided router that cuts cuts wood.
You guys obviously must know what you're doing, though. Obviously, it's not guesswork when you're putting up a satellite.
Oh, no. We have an engineer, electrical engineer. We have a mathematician up there who does all the programming of the electronics on board. These guys know what they're doing.
And I wanted to get out here quick, but I believe you sent me a video of Newmarket's last one where the balloon popped, I guess.
Yes.
Is that, forgive me, is that supposed to happen, and that's how it comes back down? Talk a little bit about that if you can.
Okay. This is a standard weather balloon that's available from many stores, I guess, that cater to meteorological endeavors. You fill it up with helium, you put the payload on there, and the payload weight is very critically calculated to get the kind of lift that you get. And these balloons tend to pop at around 100,000 feet. So then when it pops, it needs to re-enter the atmosphere, and that's what the cloth there, the parachute is there for. But it's coming down at 100 kilometers an hour by the time when it pops, and it slows down to like 10 kilometers an hour when the parachute fully deploys and the air catches it. So what we figure happened is when it came down, a gust of wind threw it into the wires, and the parachute just dropped and coiled itself around the tension wire of the high voltage towers.
And do you think that's where the damage happened then, is when it untangled, and when it fell, it would have been a free fall?
That's correct, yes. It fell maybe, what, 100 feet those things are? Yeah. So about 100 feet and straight down into, but it went into brush. So I think the major thing here is just the disconnection of the, this thing here. Yeah. This popped pretty much.
Yeah. And 2 cameras?
3 actually.
One in the bubble, if I can say
One
that.
here, this one here, which that might be it there, and then one in there. That's power.
Power.
Yeah, I think we might have lost the one camera there. Yeah, I'll take it all back and I'll figure it out. If you find a camera where this dropped, there was one camera tied in here.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't even see a cord coming, like a free cord.
Yeah.
That's weird. You could go look where it came down.
Yeah, we might want to go take a look at that.
Yeah.
Because that one camera, you know what, most of the footage is going to come from that beast over there. Because the wonderful thing about this Insta360 camera is that it creates the bubble around the 2 lenses, right? But this stick here and everything in here is invisible to it. So the footage that we're going to get back is going to look like we have a camera out here and the balloon and everything else and the earth down below. It is going to look awesome.
When will you be able to retrieve that? Like as soon as you get back? Like is it that quick?
I am dying to get back and plugging that camera into the computer and actually seeing what I got. Because the amazing thing about it is that it recorded in 45-minute increments. So I bet you I've got a chip in there that's full of stuff up there on the wire, just moving around like this.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So all in all, pretty little tense moments.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, pretty happy.
Yes, very, very happy. Very happy that, let's just get this done. Come to Daddy. There. There he is. There we go. There's my buddy.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, did you get an... Well, the internal cameras just stayed put. That's a good thing.
So that camera that was missing, was it sending it back to ground?
No, it would have been recording just like the
that's too
like
bad.
the other one. Yeah.
Well,
That's-
we'll go have a look. It might have got rattled
Yeah,
when it hit the wire originally.
yeah. So it could be anywhere. Trying to find it, it's like a needle in the haystack.
No, this was on grass.
It was on
I-
grass.
I cut grass over there
Yeah.
around the tower.
Oh, so
Yeah.
because I took a picture of it right underneath the satellite when it first was up there, and I Yeah, well,
to get
yeah.
there.
Nobody told me that before I tried to walk through there.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's pretty swampy.
It's swampy and thick, and
I don't like walking in the long grass.
I recall saying to myself, today's a really bad day to leave my machete at home.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh. Okay, let's get this sucker in the van. Thank you very much for doing this, by the way.
Not a problem. I'm tired. I got nothing else to do.
No, anything. This is Kyle's roof here now.
Oh. LCBO.
Yeah, we went to my mother's birthday party last night. Oh, there you go.
This isn't, you're not just simply launching a balloon. There's a lot more to it for those that think they can just buy a balloon and let it rip.
Well, yeah, that's true. I mean, you can buy a balloon and let it rip, but you have to file all kinds of paperwork with NAV Canada and telling them how high you're going to go, where you're predicted to go, and software is available online for this kind of stuff to actually plot your from launch point to descent point. And the weather in between, and based on the altitude and the weather, it predicts where you're going to land. And just a case in point, the first balloon that we landed, we were something like 30 kilometers away from prediction to actual landing. The second one was like 5. So, and this one here, we were basically racing. The minute we got the a balloon up in the air in Bradford, we just started racing towards Oshawa because we knew it was going to be somewhere around here. And we were very close.
How long of a flight was it?
About 2 hours. Yeah. Hey Ryan, it's Fred. We're just walking the path of there was nothing on it. Okay. Okay. Fine. Then the two important cameras are there. All right. Excellent. All right. Thanks, Dan. Okay. Okay. What? Okay, we'll do. I've got everything here. Okay. Ciao. Bye. Okay, so camera number 3 was installed but didn't have power, so it was basically there for the ride. And if it's lost, oh well. It wasn't an expensive camera, and it didn't have any pictures worth. Yeah, so there. For a walk in the field. Hey Doug? So apparently the camera was on board, but it wasn't powered. So
It was, my guess is it was about 50 feet down the top wire that way.
Yeah.
So the wind, it must have unraveled it. The wind blew it down here.
Yeah, well, when I took a picture of it, I was in that yellow field right there.
Oh, right here?
Yeah, just beyond those reeds, or whatever that.
They lose their insulating value.
Oh, nice.
So they climbed up.
Oh dear.
They had to do this whole run, and it goes for hundreds of miles.
Jesus.
And so they climbed up and did it by climbing, and they changed insulators.